Effects of sleep deprivation on executive functioning, cognitive abilities, metacognitive confidence, and decision making. Made by Ashley Molner Hagan. Authors Eugene Aidman, Simon A. Jackson, Sabina Kleitman. This article, according to the abstract, is about how fatigue-inducing conditions, sleep loss, affect decision-making tasks, such as metacognitive monitoring, cognitive abilities, and executive functioning. They were tested for psychomotor vigilance, inhibitory control, task switching, working memory, short-term memory, fluid intelligence, decision accuracy, and evidence using a medical diagnosis-making test. Participants. Number of participants. It started with 14 Australian Army personnel volunteers, but one of them decided to withdraw after commencing the study. Age range or average age, 20 to 30 years old and all male. Volunteered Australian Army men, ranging from private to captain. Length of service between 2 and 75 years. Screened for sleep disorders and excessive daytime sleepiness with Epworth Sleepiness Scale. Exclusion criteria also included self-reported substance misuse and excessive caffeine consumption. The materials used, tests used. A series of tests, iPads, simple reaction time test to test vigilance and response speed, spatial Stroop test to test inhibitory control, predictable switching digits test to test cognitive flexibility, medical decision-making test to test short-term memory ability, metacognitive confidence, and patterns of decision behavior, running letters test working memory capacity, number series test to test fluid reasoning ability. The procedure. The study monitored participants' sleep-wake patterns over 2 weeks. In the first week, they maintained normal sleep schedules and completed baseline assessments. The sleep deprivation phase lasted from Monday morning to Wednesday of the second week, with continuous supervision. Tests were conducted in half-hour blocks in the morning and at night on days 1 and 2. Baseline tests were repeated multiple times before sleep deprivation to control for practice effects. Participants engaged in unrelated tasks outside the study sessions. The research found that sleep deprivation significantly impacted cognitive abilities, executive functioning, metacognitive confidence, and decision-making. Key findings include the results. Cognitive decline. Reaction time slowed, and inhibitory control and task switching became less efficient after a night without sleep. Greater impact on self-monitoring. Metacognitive processes, such as confidence and decision-making, suffered more than cognitive abilities themselves. Sleep deprivation led to more overconfidence in incorrect answers, indicating reduced self-awareness of performance declines. Decision-making effects. Participants showed increased reckless decision behavior. More incorrect diagnoses were made with high confidence, leading to poor treatment choices in a medical decision-making test. Circadian influence. Performance was worse during early morning hours, exacerbating the effects of sleep deprivation. Differential effects on cognitive abilities. Executive functioning, e.g., reaction speed, working memory, declined more than higher-order reasoning abilities, suggesting that sleep deprivation primarily impacts attention and regulation rather than complex problem-solving. Strengths, weakness. Participants section. Strength. The study design involved participants being on duty during the research, allowing for realistic conditions that enhance ecological validity of the findings. Weakness. The study only included 13 participants, which is a small sample size for this kind of conclusion. This significantly reduces the statistical power and generalizability of the results. Methods section. Strength. A wide range of tasks is included, covering simple reaction time, cognitive flexibility, working memory, and decision-making performance. This comprehensive approach captures various dimensions of cognitive and metacognitive functioning, strengthening the validity of the findings. Weakness. The study exclusively focuses on male Australian Army personnel aged 20 to 30. This narrow demographic limits the applicability of the results to other populations, such as civilians or individuals from different age groups, genders, or professional backgrounds. Results section. Strength. Results are systematically divided by the different cognitive and metacognitive tasks, such as react time tests, spatial Stroop test, and medical decision-making test, making it easy to follow. Weakness. The results do not adequately address potential confounding factors, such as participants' baseline resilience to fatigue or their prior experience with similar tasks. Conclusion discussion section. Strength. The paper effectively aligns its findings with prior research by providing context and validating the study's results within the broader field of sleep studies and cognitive science. Weakness. Although the paper identifies real-world applications, such as in military or high-stakes environments, it doesn't fully explore could be adapted to other industries or contexts, like healthcare or transportation. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for listening. Would you like